If you love paying property taxes, then this is not the video for you. Because today we're going to uncover the best states to live in to save on property taxes. I recently did a video on the worst states to live in, and boy oh boy was it ugly. Some states had property taxes as high as 2.5%, which you'll see is almost 10 times the rate that people are paying in other states. So if you haven't seen that episode, definitely check it out and stay tuned for this one because we're about to give you the best states to live in to save on taxes. What's up everyone? Welcome back to Life Accounting, where we help you save on taxes and boost profits. Be sure to subscribe to our channel if you want in on that. My name is Sherman, a CPA here, and today we're gonna continue the fun as we go through the states with the lowest property tax rates in the country. So like last time, go ahead and help me out with some positive energy, positive vibes. Hit that like button below, rep your state, tell me where you're from in the comments below, and let's begin. As you know, property taxes help to fund your local state government. It funds your police, public parks, and perhaps most importantly, your local education system. But to what extent are these property taxes just too high or too low? Are the states with the lowest property taxes worse off than others? And if not, would you consider moving to one of these states to save more money? As we go through this, let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into our list here. All right, so the state with the best property tax rate in the country, which means it has the lowest property tax rate, is, drumroll please, Hawaii. Not only is Hawaii the most popular travel destination in the country, but it also has the lowest property taxes. Now, Hawaii is one of the most beautiful places in the world, and its property tax rate is very affordable for homeowners. The effective property tax rate in Hawaii is just 0.28%, which is basically nothing. For comparison here, New Jersey's property taxes are about 2.5%, which is almost 9 times more expensive than Hawaii. But, and this is a big but, there are some major disadvantages of owning property in Hawaii. First of all, it is very expensive to buy a home in Hawaii. In fact, it is the most expensive in the nation. Hawaii's median home value is $615,000, making it much more expensive than any state in the United States. Hawaii also has the second highest income tax in the country, coming in at 11%. That's 11 times more than states like Florida and Texas, who virtually have no income tax at all. So with all of that said, you might want to stick around to hear some of the other states if you want to save money on property taxes. So let's get to it. So number 2 on the list of states with the best property taxes is Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. If you've never heard of that song, then I'm sorry for the awkward culture I just threw your way. Unlike Hawaii, Alabama has both low property taxes and low home values. Its property tax rate is just 0.41%, which is just $587 per year on its median home value of $142,000. So if you want to keep your property expenses low, Alabama might be worth looking into. The population in Alabama has been steadily increasing, and property taxes might just be the reason why. But if you're not in love with Alabama, then you might like number 3 on our list, the state of Colorado. Fun fact, Colorado is the only state where you can be standing in 4 states at the same exact time. But if you're paying property taxes, you probably want to be standing in the state of Colorado. The reason why is the fact that Colorado has the 3rd lowest property tax rate in the country, sitting right at 0.51%. It also is home to one of the most beautiful cities in our country, Denver. So if you're into skiing, snowboarding, or just paying less in property taxes, then definitely check out Colorado. All right, bouncing back to the deep south, number 4 on our list is the state of Louisiana. Also home to the jazz capital of the world, New Orleans, Louisiana has very attractive property tax rates. Its property tax rate is just a few decimals shy of Colorado, coming in at just 0.55%. With its home prices being amongst the lowest in the country, Louisiana might be a perfect place to own property. Number 5 on our list here is DC, the District of Columbia. Now, technically, DC is not a state, but it is its own entity, so it's worth mentioning that DC has very low property taxes. However, there is a bit of a plot twist here with DC. Like Hawaii, the cost to buy property in DC is extremely high. In fact, home values in DC are the second highest in the whole country, falling right behind Hawaii. The median home value is $601,000. For some perspective, that's $100,000 more than the homes in California. So although property taxes are very low in DC, it may not be the most affordable place to own property in. Number 6 on our list is the state of Delaware. Known for being one of the most business-friendly states in the country, it is no surprise that Delaware has very low property taxes. Delaware was the first state to actually ratify the US Constitution. And it also seems like they ratified low taxes. Delaware has just a 0.57% effective property tax rate and has no sales tax at all in the state. Its population has also been rising steadily, which may be affording the state the ability to keep its taxes low. All in all, a great state to own property in. Also number 6, because it's a tie, is the state of South Carolina. South Carolina has the exact same property tax rate as Delaware, 0.57%. However, home values in South Carolina are much lower than Delaware's, which may ultimately make South Carolina a better place to live in if you want to save on property taxes. The median home price in South Carolina is $162,000, while Delaware's median home price is $251,000. Honestly, it's starting to seem like if you want both low property tax rates and low home values, the South might be a good home for you. Anyway, since number 6 was a tie, we're moving on to number 8 on our list here, West Virginia. Often considered one of the most scenic states in the nation, West Virginia is simply a beautiful place to see. And its property taxes fall right in line, coming in at just 0.58%. However, I can't say that this is necessarily a good thing because West Virginia certainly has its share of issues. West Virginia has one of the highest poverty rates in the country and also is known for having very poor education scores. On one hand, maybe they should raise taxes to improve things like this in their state. But on the other hand, if a lot of the people there are in poverty, they may not be able to afford those taxes. So who knows, it's probably a good thing that I'm not a politician. Number 9 on our list of best states for property taxes is Nevada. Because Nevada is extremely popular for tourism, it can afford to offer its residents very low property taxes. Nevada's effective property tax rate is just 0.6%, making the state extremely attractive for people, especially on the West Coast. Not only that, but Nevada also has 0 state income taxes, which is another huge tax benefit of moving to the state. So how is this even possible? Well, it's possible because of tourism taxes. Tourism actually funds over 34% of Nevada's general fund. So basically, Nevada residents are benefiting from the money of outsiders visiting their state, and it's really a beautiful thing. And last but not least here, number 10 on our list is the state of Wyoming. This is interesting because Wyoming actually has the lowest population out of any of the states in our country. Only about 500,000-ish people live there. So how can they improve that? Well, maybe they're trying to improve it by making it more attractive financially. Wyoming only has a 0.61% property tax rate, but that's not the end of the story there. It also has a below average sales tax rate and no state income tax whatsoever, making it a perfect place to live if you want to save on property taxes. So there you have it, folks. These are the top 10 states to live in if you want to save on property taxes. Comment below and let me know where you live and what you think about this. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.